All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and love to all Akim. Continue to push his truth and all truth and sincerity. All right, basically, real quick, when I get into the topic of through the Spirit, Lord willing, I'm entitled this video, "The Curses on Israel Soon to be Expunged," or something of that nature, because, as of right now, it seems like the nation of Israel, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, it seems like we're just always going to be in this bad case. And that's not true. All right. And the scriptures explain that we're going through a real bad rough patch, but the Lord is about to overturn all these curses that he put upon us, saying, thus saith in the book of Deuteronomy, 20th chapter. But I want to give a little backdrop onto the messed up part and then get to the good part, all right? Because there is going to be a change for us, all right? Lifestyles are going to change drastically, all right? And for the positive, all right? Now, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee. Now, if you read up in this chapter, it basically talks about all the calamities that come upon Jerusalem. Israel, Israel, the people, all right? Whether it be, basically Jake's dying at mass rates. If you read up there, this is a good chapter, but I'm just continuing this key point. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Then, now this is the Lord talking to Jeremiah. Then this, and this, we got to go out there in the highways and byways do as well. All right. Cause basically this is just a continuation of what these prophets was doing. All right. What the prophets are doing today. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. All right. Now, basically, this is before Yahweh Shah, of course, and really the whole nation of Israel is not going to make it, because we all sin. All right. Even the elect, but the elect are the men of Israel, and the men, women, and children of Israel whose sins shall be pardoned. All right. Because we all guilty of sin. All right. So don't get all bent out of shape. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I sinned because all Israel have sinned. All right. The Lord is just going to pardon a certain fraction of them, which is 1/3. But basically it was for the law. All right. And we can't keep the law 100%, obviously. But, most Israel don't even try to. All right. And don't even care to. All right. And, verse 12, and it says, and ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart. And that's what our people do right now in America. Walk after the imagination of their own hearts, man. The evil too, and it's evil. It don't matter if it's like not quote unquote a crime or not a quote unquote, whatever, what I'm saying, like something drastically bad and terrible. But like if it's not according to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's law, then it's evil to the Lord. Cause all right, if it's either you're with him or against him. All right. There's no gray areas. All right. And there's no levels to how much you could be not with the Lord. All right. If you not trying to be with the Lord, then you're not with the Lord at all. All right. Hearken unto me. That says, therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not. All right. And that's where we at right now. All right. We in America. All right. We in the land, we in the daughter of Babylon to a land we know not. All right. Cause this is the whole other side of the world where we came from. All right. We came from the east and we all were in the deep west. All right. Neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor, right? And that's what our people are doing now, right? Serving other gods, Allah, Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? All these other gods and idols, all right, which the Lord said not to do, all right, and our people do it, and look at them, man, and look at our people, but the Lord is about to, thankfully, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord is about to uplift these curses, all right? He's about to take these curses off of us, all right? But for the meantime, we gotta continue to see our people be basically jacked up, all right? And basically on the flip side, if we reverse it, the Lord said he's gonna basically overturn these curses because we're in a land that we know not right now, but he's gonna put us back in our land, which proves that America is not the homeland or not the land we're gonna be at forever, all right? Now jumping on, and I'm gonna get to the next book. All right, I'm jumping down to verse 15 of Jeremiah, chapter 16. Therefore, it says 14. Therefore, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, which is right here, North America, quote unquote, and from all the lands where he had driven them. So where the Lord has scattered the Israelites across the whole planet of the earth, across the whole planet, all right, throughout the whole planet of the earth, all right. And it says, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So the Lord's going to take us where he scattered us, because that's where the mix up gets in, where the people think that the Gentiles and everybody in the world could make it. All right. When it says the Gentiles, talking about salvation, it's talking about the Israelites that are scattered amongst these Gentile nations. All right. People need, and that's a very hard stumbling block that through the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Ashah, he has his men out there debunking that. All right, because there's plenty of scriptures that back up that it's not talking about the actual Gentiles, which are non-Israelites, which are heathens, which are going to be Israelite slaves, which is going to be the nation of Israel's slaves, man. All right. Okay, going on to the next book. All right, this is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 7. Because the carnal mind is enmity. No, excuse me. Oh, no, wrong book. Slakia. I'm about to say that's not it. There we go. Okay. This is Hebrews chapter 8, verse 7. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no have place been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Right? Now, basically, that's where the Lord has his elect amongst the nation of Israel, where the new covenant is basically going to be, he's going to gather the elect, the elect men that he has chosen, and the elect men, women, and children he has chosen to be delivered out of here, and then to go back to the land, to place them back in the land of Israel while this place is being destroyed, while these other nations are losing all their power over us. And these devils, these so-called white people, they're going to be put, the curses under us are going to be put on them and these other nations, right? But the covenant that he made, the new covenant, is about to come into play. Now, verse 9 of Hebrews chapter 8. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, right? Now, that's talking about when the whole nation of Israel was saved. The whole nation of Israel came out of the land of Egypt, all right? But in this Egypt, which is spiritually Egypt, known as America, only a select few are going to be delivered on this go around, all right? And then the other ones that's not delivered will have to come back to the ones that were delivered's loins, because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, saith the Lord. So the Lord, like after Egypt, we regarded not the Lord. So he regarded not the covenant he made with us. All right. Actually, we continue not in the covenant. All right. Because the Lord was always there, but we swayed away from the Lord. And that's why the Lord said he regarded us not. And, verse 10, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts. And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. Now, right? Now that's basically talking about, look, when the Lord delivers the elect, the kingdom is on the verge of being established. Over time, the Lord is going to have, from here on out, every Israelite is going to be born with the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua in them, all right? The spirit of the law in them to follow it 100% completely. So where we ain't going to sin no more. That's why the Lord said we're not going to sin no more. We're not gonna know what it is to die. We're not gonna know what it is like to sin. We're not gonna know what it's like to actually commit iniquity. All right, but the other nations are, because they're gonna get the curses put on them. All right. House of Israel after those days, said the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. And they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord, for all shall know me from the least to the greatest. All right. So men, women, and children, 2/3 coming back in the reincarnation. Everybody's going to have it in them. Every Israelite. All right. And the Israelites consist of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and people that are descent. The people with the Israelite spirit, the spirit of righteousness, the spirit of the prince of the power. All right. Least to the greatest. All right. And he says, we're not going to teach our fellow Israelites the truth. All right. And that's what we aspire to achieve, man. That's why we're supposed to be trying. That's why we're supposed to be going the hardest we can, because we need this. What else do we have? Um, verse 12. Verse 12. For I will be merciful to their unrighteousness, and their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. Now that's talking about the elect, all right, because the iniquities of the 2/3, they gotta die over here, all right, and they gotta die through Jacob's trouble. But the ones that's going to be saved, and the ones that's going to be lifted up in those chariots, their sins and their iniquities will I remember no more. And then ultimately, it's talking about the whole nation of Israel, because when the 2/3 are born back as little babies, they're not going to have those sins on their resume. It's going to be from their past life or their life in America. But the Lord is basically going to blot out sin from Israel, and we're going to be his people, and He's going to be our God, and we're going to follow Him 100%. There's gonna be no more going off. Not even a minute of a sin. All right, and that's gonna be beautiful, man. We can't wait, and that's gonna be so beautiful. All right, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honor to the apostles of Israel, aka the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and love to all of Akim. Continue to push this truth, and all truth is sincere. All right, shalom and love.